Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. I hope that everybody is enjoying this unusual weather that we are seeing in winter during February. So I hope that, you're enjoying the sun, the warmth. It's probably going to feel really cold tomorrow, even though it's only going to be about 50, but it's going to drop almost 30 degrees. So I'm sure we'll all be complaining about the cold tomorrow. But again, enjoy it today. I just wanted to make this quick video about one of the pages for homework tonight. So the students are going to be working on pages 257, 258. The first page is multiplication facts practice, so that shouldn't take the students too long. Page 258 is finding the area of irregular shapes. And the students do a really good job of finding area of just rectangles and squares, because remember, perimeter, you add up the lengths around the outside. Area is when we find the covering inside of the 2D shape. So I always tell the students, think of maybe figuring out covering up a floor with a carpet, or maybe you have a fenced in area and you want to cover it with grass instead of dirt. So the area, you're finding the area that's inside of that shape. So if you're going to cover it with something, what do you need? An area is special because we use square units. So it could be square inches, square feet, square centimeters, square meters. That's what's really special about area. So we have to make sure that our answer uses those square units. It's not just a unit. It's squared because all of those units, they're in an actual square. So the trick that I show the students to be able to find the area of these irregular shapes. So I'm looking at number 1 on page 258. So you have to find the area of this irregular shape. Now, a lot of students just see the numbers and they're like, oh, we want to add it up. But not quite. That's perimeter. That's not area. So what we have to do to find the inside of this shape is, what's easiest is that you want to kind of cut this and make it 2 shapes. Don't cut it too many times because then you're doing way too many calculations. You want to cut it in an easy way, make it 2 different shapes, maybe make more squares or more rectangles. So for this one, I can kind of see, I'm just going to cut it right at the top here. Okay, and then I'm going to label one rectangle A and then rectangle or square B. Okay, so this is what I did here. So I cut it right across the top. You can really cut it however you want. It doesn't matter. But whatever makes it easier for you. And then another trick that I show them is, instead of worrying about the whole shape, cover up the shape that you're not worried about. So now just focus on rectangle A. So now what you want to think to yourself is, what are the dimensions of this rectangle? I'm not going to continue because I don't want to give you the answer. But if you look, now that I'm covering up rectangle B, you can really see the dimensions of rectangle A. So with area, you're going to multiply them. So you find the dimensions, so that means the rows times the columns, or the length times the width. You multiply it, then you'll find the area of rectangle A. Then cover up the top. Now you can see rectangle B. So you have to, again, be careful. Take a look. I see a couple different dimensions here. So this one, it says 6 centimeters. This whole line is in 6 centimeters because I'm covering up parts of it. So what you want to look is, what are the rows and what are the columns? Okay, so again, if I cover up rectangle A, what are the dimensions of rectangle B? So you're going to multiply those, so the rows times the column, or the length times the width. So now you have the area for rectangle A, you have the area for rectangle B, now you just have to add them together. So it is a few steps, and sometimes students, I know you guys can get frustrated, but take your time, don't rush, break it apart, find the area for rectangle A, find the area for rectangle B, and then add them together, okay? Again, don't confuse area with perimeter. Perimeter is you're adding the lengths around the outside. Area is that you're multiplying the dimensions. So I hope that this helps. We've been doing it a lot. I know one of our quizzes was on this. It showed up the other day in our work. It shows up in our daily practice. It shows up, in our 10-minute math that we do. So the students should know the strategy, but parents, I just wanted, you to have it as well so that you knew in case maybe they forgot. So again, I hope this was helpful. Homework shouldn't take you too long tonight, especially I want you to go out and enjoy that weather. We are moving right along. The next investigation in this unit is all about triangles and other quadrilaterals. So that's really exciting too. We get to play with a lot of fun manipulatives and a lot of fun things in class when we're working with all these different 2D shapes. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Again, I hope this tutorial was helpful, and have a wonderful evening. I will see you all in the morning. Bye.